Hey everyone, it's Grandma Scratcher here in Florida, and to date, the Florida Lottery scratch-off tickets I've got are the $5 $1 million triple match tickets. There's 8 of these tickets. It's a $40 spend, but before I start scratching, you know I've got to tell you that it's just for fun and entertainment purposes. I don't sell tickets. Underage gambling is illegal, and if you have a gambling addiction, please seek some help. All right, so some of you noticed I was not on the channel yesterday. Sorry about that. Here's the short version of what happened. Because I'm old, I had to go for my annual ophthalmologist checkup, and they have to do special tests and everything because I was taking Plaquenil for lupus, and they have to dilate my eyes, and my eyes are super sensitive, and when they dilate my eyes, like instantly it goes from like whoop, like my whole eye is pupil, and it's extremely painful. My vision is blurry for the whole day. I get home and that's all I can do. That's it. So that's what happened yesterday. I'm okay. My eyes are okay today, but yesterday, if you guys think I missed stuff on the average day, yesterday I would have missed like everything. Like it would have just been amusing. So that's why there was no video yesterday. Sorry about that, but I'm here today. So like I said, we've got 8 of these $1 million triple match tickets. They're the newest $5 tickets from the Florida Lottery. It's the one where you got to do the 3 different things. There's 3 ways to win, but I've got tickets number 48 all the way down through 55. Top prize on this is $1 million. Overall odds is 1 in every 3.95. Ooh, so maybe we'll get 2 wins, maybe more in this batch. That would be super fun. Of course, there's no guarantees. It's the Florida Lottery and it's gambling. So there's that. All right, let's see what we got to do. Oh, and I think there was one. There's a white line right there. Bottom of 51, top of 52. Yeah, 51, 52. And it looks like there's one on, no, maybe, I don't know. Right there. I don't know. But there's a white line in there somewhere. We'll just go with that. How's that? All right, so this, like I said, is the newest batch of tickets from the Florida Lottery. And there's 3 ways to win. So we're either going to match this to this to these, or find 3 like prize amounts. There are some people who are still very confused as to why you scratch off the entire ticket. That is why it's one of the ways to win. If you don't scratch off the entire ticket, or perhaps the barcode, then you don't really know if you've won or not. And I like to know if I've won. I don't always catch it when I do, but I do like to know if I've won. All right, so let's try to match the bonus number first. Bonus number is 9. Down below, I've got a 3, 11, 4, 17, neighbor 8, and a 7. So no match on the bonus number. We've got a 6, 22, 27. We've got 7 and 17, 21, and a 16, 29, 20, 18, neighbor, 30, 25, 26, 14, we've got 4, 13, 2, neighbor, and 15. All right, so no matches on all of the numbers. Let's scratch off the amounts now and see what we've got. We've got 2,000, 5, 10, 1,000. Remember, we're looking for 3 of a kind. 20, 10,000, 1 million, $10, $20. So we've got 2 5s, 2 10s, 2 20s, 500, $1 million. Now we've got 2 millions, 2 500s, 2 1,000s, a 200, which I think is the only one of those, and a 100. So I don't see 3 of a kind. We've got lots of 2 of a kind, but no 3 of a kind. So nothing on the first ticket. All right, second ticket. I'm going to try the other scratcher and see if it works a little bit better. The silver one is like trudging through. Oh yeah, that's easier. We've got 13, 17, 16, 6, all the numbers we needed on the other ticket, 18, and 9. All right, bonus number is 26. All those numbers were on the other ticket. That's too funny. We've got 23, 21, flippity flop, 12, 25, and 28. right there next to each other, 21 and 12. And the cat wants the curtain open. We've got 1, 3, 14, 19, and 24. 4, 2, 11, 27, and 29. I don't think we have any matches, but let me see. So we've got 13, 16, 17, 18. And then 6 and 9. 13, 16, 17, 18, and then 6 and 9. Nothing. All right. And underneath, for the numbers, for the dollar amounts, we've got, I think it's going to work better for that, 100, 2,000, $5, 10,000, 1 million, and 40, 20, 2,000, 5, so it's a $5 win, but I know that you can win more than once on the ticket, so we'll keep going. $50, a million, 1,000, 20, what, 2 20s, 20, 20, 40, and 10,000. So I think it's just the $5 win, 5, 5, 5. But of course, you guys know I scan the tickets at the end of the session. If I've missed something, if you're currently screaming at the screen and I've missed something, I will come back. I will do a horrible edit and you will know all about what I missed and the cat walking across the table again. Because she just wants to be included. We've got 2, 18, 9, 29, 14, and 24. And the cat. She thinks she's in charge, I guess. She's excited because it's raining outside and she's looking out the window. 27, 22, 8, neighbor, 19, neighbor, 13, neighbor, 15, neighbor, 21, 1, neighbor, 25, neighbor, holy moly, 30, neighbor, 16, 20, 23, neighbor, 26, and 28, whole bunch of neighbors. Bonus number is 12. All right, let's see about the amounts. We've got 50, 5, 50, 200, 25, and 10. These tickets are so messy. There's just so much scratcher dust and you're just trying to scratch everything off. Again, looking for 3 of a kind. 100, 5, 10, 500, a million. We don't have anything yet, right? We got 5, 5, 50. Some people say this counts, some people don't. I don't know. I don't know because I've not tried to win using those numbers up there. 10, 10, 500, yeah, no. All right. 40, 200, 10,000, 100, and 20. All right, I don't see 3 of a kind. Could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. But if I do scan, again, if I do a scan and find 3 of a kind, I'll let you all know. I'll put in a horrible edit. All right, so we're 3 into the session. And I really wish I had a better scratcher. 21 and 12 again, the flippity flops right next to each other. We just had those 2 together on the ticket that won. Was it? I know we had them right next to each other. Yeah, no. Yeah, 21 and 12 right there, and this is the one with the $5 win. But that's funny, 21 and 12. And then we've got them here again. Of course, this time they're in the top portion, not the bottom portion. And 7. No 7. Did I check those right on the other tickets? Let me look. No 12 and no 9. 7, 8, but no 9. All right. Sorry, moving along. This is why I scanned. 30, 6, 4, neighbor, 9 and 15, 19, 14, 27, no, 23, 22, neighbor, 28, 8, 17, 24, neighbor, 13, neighbor, and 16. All right, so no matches. No matches. Now we got to see if we get 3 of a kind. 200, 20, 5, 1 million. Somebody's going to get to win that. 40, more than one person. 50, just scratching off a million, a million, a million. 5, 25, 100, 200, 20. Yeah, we just have 2 20s, right? Yep, just 2 20s. 1 million, 25, 500, 100, and 2,000. I do not think there's 3 of a kind. All right. Halfway through. 4 down, 4 to go. Let's do amounts first this time. 10, 20, 10,000, 10, 25, a million, 100, 1,000, 25, 10,000. Okay, so 10,000, 10,000, 25, 25, 10, 10. 50, 40, 2,000, 50, and 2,000. Are there only 2 2,000s? Sorry, now I've got the hiccups too. Just 2 2,000s. And I know, again, I'm going to scratch this off. Some people are like, that doesn't count. Other people are like, yes, it does. I don't know, but it's a 100. So, all right. Now we're trying to match the bonus number to the winning numbers down here. 22. We've got 28, 9, 13, 7, 15, and 20. Okay, so no bonus match. 29. We've got neighbor 28. 3, 17. We've got 7, 26, and 27 neighbors. 4, 12, neighbor, 25, 6, 23, 11, 19, neighbor, 30, 2, and 16, neighbor. Just a whole bunch of neighbors, That's all I got. Neighbors need to go home. Go back to your own house, neighbors. All right, ticket number 53. For those of you who are keeping track, we've got 2 more after this. 2 more. 27, 22, 24, 17 is 12, not 17, 30, and a 14. 4, 3, 6, geez, 18, 9, 17, neighbor 15, neighbor 11, 29, neighbor 25, neighbor 13, 8, 7, 16, and 21, flippity flop, and a neighbor. And up above, we've got 26. All right, nothing there. Let's check our amounts. 500, 1,000. Let me see if I can get the scratcher to work here. 10, 1,000, and a million. Just a million. And I'm scratching all up. Like, really? I think we could be nicer to the million. That's a little bit better. I don't know. I just feel funny when I leave them like just all gnarled and stuff. I don't think they care though. 100, 100, 50, 2,000, and 40. 2,040. Doesn't work like that, but it's the way it sounds. 10,000, 1 million, 10,000, 200, and $10. That would have been cool to get a 10,000, but sadly, it's $10. Oh, I didn't scratch the amount up at the top. $500. All right, did we get 3 of a kind? These have got to be probably the messiest tickets I do. I just leave them half scratched. It's a lot of scratching for one ticket. I don't see 3 of a kind. Nothing. Come on, triple match. Oh, and of course on this, I totally forgot. We get a 5x, we get the 5 times 10. Is it 10x, 10 times? And then of course the stack of cash is 500. A symbol would be nice. I don't think we've gotten a symbol win on these tickets yet. So that would be cool. That would be nice for yet another rainy Florida day. I'm not a fan of the rain. Florida. That's what Google Maps says it. Florida. All right, for the bonus, we've got $13 and $25. We've got 1, 4, 14. And let's keep 1, 4, 14, 24. Seriously? 6 and oh my goodness. Every number except 14 is a multiple of 24. How? Alrighty, and 14, even though it's not a multiple of 24, it still has one. Oh, ridiculous. 30, 26, 27. Oh, it's a multiplier. It's a 5x. Nice. We were just saying, have not had one of those. And a 21 flippity flop on the 12. 9, 20, 19, 2, 22, 18, 8, 7, 25, and 17 is getting like darker by the minute outside. It really needs to stop raining. This is like day umpteenth in a row. I'm so tired. This is like day 11. I'm just kidding. 11 would never do that to us, but it has been raining for quite some time. All right, so we've got the 5x, but we're also still trying to match 3 of a kind. And I know that you can win more than one way on the ticket because it's happened to me on one of these tickets. So we've got a million. We've got 500. We've got 100. I'm going to skip the multiplier. We'll get back to it. 20. 20. 5, 25, 500, 2,000. Man, it would be nice if there was a big number under that multiplier. I don't know, 1,000, 10,000. Holy moly. That's call my husband home from work money. 2,000, 40, 1 million, just a million, no big deal. NBD, just a mil, just a milli. 1,040. Okay. I don't think we have 3 of a kind. I see 2 20s, I see 2 25s. I see 2 2000s. All right, let's zoom in and see what the multiplier fairy brought us. Come on, Florida. Make it something good. Give me some big zeros on that multiplier. $2, really? If I'm not mistaken, I have not seen $2 on this ticket anywhere except right there. There is no $2 anywhere on these damn tickets. The only place they're putting the $2 is under the multiplier. I thought at least it would have been $5. That's some straight up bullshit. That's not, man, Florida Lottery, you're really being crappy. That's not, I'm sorry, I know it's a win, but let's talk about this for a minute. There is I've not seen $2 on any of these tickets except right there. And when I scratch off the multiplier, I thought, well, it's probably $5 because that's the lowest number I've seen on these tickets. And they put a $2 less than the face value on the multiplier win. Really? That's shitty. And these are like holiday tickets. All right, it's a $10 win. So we're up to 15. Man, that's just, I'm sorry. That's probably going to be the title of this video. Straight up bullshit. I don't think I can put that on the picture because, you know, it's a cuss word, but you guys know that's what I'm going to say it. But that is some bull. Comment down below if you also think that's some straight up bullshit. So now I got to make sure this, like all the cussing is in the middle of the video. Because, anyways, there's like rules. But that is $2. There is not a $2 anywhere else on any of these tickets except right there under the multiplier. Nope. Man. If I thought they gave a shit, I'd give them a call, but they don't care. They got my money. I paid for my pieces of paper. They don't care. They're like, ma'am, we don't want you to. For the record, I've never called them to complain about stuff. I threatened to, but I don't. But that is straight up bullshit. It should have at least been a 5 under there. If y'all have gotten the multiplier on these tickets and gotten something other than the $2, let me know down below. Because that's just not cool. All right, we've got 3, 16, 28, 21, 22, and 26. And that's why when people are like, you should do a whole book. No, thank you. A whole book of this, number 1, it would take me all day. Okay, let's start there. Because we all know I'm slow. Number 2, I would just be so pissed by the time I was done. 20, neighbor. And 17, of course, is a neighbor. 12, we got the flippity flop on the 21. 15, neighbor. And 7 and 14. That's just not cool. 6, neighbor 4. 19. 2, neighbor, and a 24. Last row is a 1, a 9, a 20. Good grief, is that a 20? It's a 29. Sorry, there's so much scratcher dust on the table. It's underneath the ticket. That's a neighbor, and an 18, and a 27 for just a whole bunch of neighbors. Up above. 20. Now we're trying to get 3 of a kind. 10,000. 1,000. 2,000. 1 million. $10. That's how I'd forgive them if this ticket was like a big win. Then I'd forgive the Florida Lottery. Not that they give a shit. 2,000. $5. $10. Sorry, $10,000. $40. $25. 1,000. 1 million. 25. 200. And $5. Did we get a $5 win at least? I see 5 twice. So not even a $5 win on this ticket. But like I said, I will scan all of these losing tickets when I'm done with the video. And there'll be a horrible edit somewhere in there. Because you guys know I am not the queen of editing. But on this $40 session of holiday triple match, we won back 10. I still cannot believe that. That is my trail cam alert. I still cannot believe that. And then $5. So $15 back on a $40 spend. Almost what? 33.333%. What's 15? It's 3 over 9. 1/3. Almost. That's not right. It's 3 over 8. So almost a third, but not quite. Is it a little more than a third? It's a little more than a third. That's better. Okay, we gotta look at it that way. I was like, not quite a third. No, it's more than a third. It goes the other way. Oh God. I just say so many things so wrong in this video. It's gonna be a day, people. It is still raining. It is still raining. But if you like the video, my depths of despair today, oh my God. Sometimes the video just had a life of its own, and that's clearly what's happening today. It's clear That's it. Cats in the beginning, shadows, the doorbell, the trail cam, all of the things happening. I cannot. It's Thursday. We just got to make it to tomorrow, people. That's all. That's all. Okay, so this session was ridiculous. I can't. All of the things, it's just ridiculous. If you had a good time, if you thought watching my hot mess dumpster fire of a life on camera was fun, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Do all the things they're free to do. Tell everyone that I'm crazy. That's fine too. It's not like it's a secret. It's free to do. It helps the channel out. Whoa. I hope the rest of today is better. So, we've got to do the thing we always do at the end of the video because my life is like this. It's funny because so many of you think I do it for you. I do this for me. It's like I'm trying to keep it together. How can I keep it together? And my mother used to say, you got to just stop. Hammer time. No, she didn't say that. She'd say, you've got to stop, look, and listen, babe. Nope, not that either. She'd say, you've got to stop and think of at least one good thing right now. At least one good thing. And it doesn't have to be anything huge or miraculous. And it's funny because I ran across a quote the other day, and I'm not sure who it was. I wish I could remember who had said it. But they're like, you've got to realize that right now in your life, you have something someone else is praying for. Everybody does. You have something that somebody else is praying for that they would want. And this is not a religious channel, so if you're not into the religious juju, you don't need to tune out. It's just that was the quote. Okay, that was the quote. And I've talked with some of you on the channel about religion and God and things like that. And you just got to be grateful for something. So it doesn't have to be anything huge. Today, I will be grateful if the rain stops. Today, rain stopping will be my good thing because I don't know how much more of this I can do. I am clearly not cut out to live anywhere but Florida, because if 4 days of gloomy weather brings me down, I lived in Kansas for 1 year, and I literally would hole up in the house with bread, fresh bread, because it was like 5 loaves for $1, because you're in the middle of Kansas. Those of you who live there know, and I know some of you watch me, and peanut butter and marshmallow fluff and hot chocolate, and I wouldn't leave the house. So yeah, I would not survive in a state other than Florida, because it's funny because I hate it when it's super hot, but clearly I need the sunshine. Clearly I'm that person. So I will be super, super glad when the rain stops. And today is supposed to be the last day. That's going to be my good thing. The rain is stopping today. Not to mention my poor little garden. You guys, I didn't even give you the garden update. Late one night last week. Well, not late, but like the video was long done and it was getting dark. And I said, oh my God, I got to go out and check the watermelons. Now I'd like to point out that at this point, I have watermelons, cantaloupes, potatoes, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale, Swiss chard, lettuce, bell peppers, turnips, radishes, carrots, all kinds of things that I'm starting to grow. Everything's starting to sprout. And we go out there and, I went out first and I'm walking around and I'm like, this is really weird because I'm not a professional gardener, so do not laugh at this. But when the watermelons started to grow, and they were actually like watermelon, now we've got some this big, we got some this big, we got some this big. I mean, we've got watermelons growing, 15. And I'm like, I marked them with yellow pencils, like school pencils. I went to Dollar Tree and bought 2 boxes, 16 each of pencils to mark my watermelons so I would know where they were and I wouldn't like keep counting the same watermelon over and over and, all that kind of stuff. Sorry, needed a sip of tea. So I marked the watermelon. And I'm out there and I'm checking where the pencils are because I like to check the watermelon on a daily basis. And I take care of them. I lift them up and I put like a dry leaf under them. We have a tree with really big leaves and I'll put a leaf under so they don't rot on the ground. All of these things, I take care of the watermelon. And I walk around like, that's really weird. There's a pencil there, but there's no watermelon. And keep in mind, I'm going to use this phrase and it's going to sound weird, but the watermelon move. And I don't mean like they move 5 feet away. I mean like as they grow, they kind of turn, they kind of wander a little bit, right? And I thought, well, maybe I put the pencil in one place and it's kind of wandered, moved, rolled. Look, no damn watermelon anywhere near this pencil. Nowhere. And I'm like, that's weird, but okay. I mean, I have an off day. Maybe there was never a watermelon there. I don't know. You guys know. You've seen. Okay? So I pick the pencil up, put it in my pocket, and I'm walking on and continue. And then it happens again. There's a pencil and no watermelon. And this time I squat down and I look. My neighbors think I'm certifiably crazy because I'm often on my hands and knees crawling through the garden looking at things. I'm sure they think I'm weird. And I'm looking, and it looks like somebody has picked this watermelon. I can see the stem where the watermelon was, and I can see where it was like twisted and pulled off. And I'm like, son of a bitch. But anybody, they can't be that smart because you're coming into my garden to steal a watermelon that is not, it's this big. It's not a full watermelon. You can't, I mean, you could eat it, but it wouldn't be that great, and you wouldn't get that much because it's just a baby. Who is stealing baby watermelons? This makes no sense. And my neighbors, to be honest, one side, I've got a retired couple, and she barely comes out of her house, and I love her, and she's so lovely, but she doesn't come out of her house. And on the other side, it's like a family with little kids, and they're busy doing other things. They're not outside either. So nobody wants my damn watermelons. So I come in, and I get my husband, and I say, you got to come look at this. And he comes, I'm like, where are the watermelons? And he's looking, and he goes, well, but if you back up, you can look, you can see somebody's been walking through. Not somebody, my friends, because I wander over to my cantaloupes where there were 5 cantaloupes, and the biggest cantaloupe has been half eaten. I have been invaded by raccoons. Raccoons have found my garden, and I'm not happy. They literally took 2 watermelon. They ate half of the biggest cantaloupe. My 5 cantaloupe are now down to 3. Thank goodness with the watermelon, there's constantly more sprouting because we've got really good pollinators. I love when I walk out there and see the little bumblebees just doing their thing. We've got really good pollinators. But so I have 15 again, which sounds stupid, but that's how it works with watermelon. You're like, oh, look, there's one I didn't see before. Okay, well, put a pencil in it. But yeah, raccoons eating my watermelon. I'm not a fan of that. So that night I went out and sprinkled onion and garlic all around the garden, and we haven't had any back since, but I'm not sure if that's because of the rain or because of the pungent rotting onion and garlic smell. Who knows? But the raccoons. So for those of you who like the watermelon updates, there you are. For those of you who don't care, I'm so sorry. This ended up being one of those videos where we went through the tickets and then I talk at the end. Just wait for it. She'll talk at the end. Yep, I always do. There's always something going on here. I mean, constantly. The Cardinals have arrived. They were in the neighbors, not the baseball team, because the birds. They were in the neighbors' trees the other day. We have some vintage citrus in our backyard, vintage citrus trees. We have a tree called a swingle, and it's a hybrid of a lemon and a grapefruit. And it's called a swingle tree. I literally took pictures of everything and sent it into the, what's the name of, there's one at the university, the horticulture people at the university who, they will look at things like that and go, oh yeah, you know what that is? They tell you all about the plants if you need help. I forget what that's called. But I sent it to them, and it's a swingle tree. It's a vintage hybrid citrus tree. And we have 2 of them. And so I made a swingle pie the other day. I just used a key lime recipe and used the swingles instead. It was really, really good. We've got something called bitter melon growing in the backyard, which are really funny because they turn this bright, bright orange and they have beautiful red seeds. But when they're orange is not when you want to eat them, and that's when they're really big. You want to eat them when they're smaller and they're green and yellow. And it kind of tastes like a bitter cucumber. Yeah, and we've got a grapevine in the backyard, but the grapevine, it's sold. It's not going to produce. It's it's the winter one that they make wine from up in Canada, and I can't think of the name of it. But it's not. It's a sour grape. It's not a sweet table grape. So we've got all kinds of things going on. We've always got something happening. There's always birds or squirrels. This morning I heard a noise. I'm like, what is climbing on my window? It was a squirrel, and the squirrel. It was huge. It could have been a cat. It was so big. They're always running through the yard, setting off my trail cameras, and then the birds flying through. And between that and the Amazon man, you never know what's going to happen here. There's always somebody coming or going, or it's just a hot mess. And it's funny because when we bought this house, the couple we bought it from, one of the ladies' last words to me, we won't even talk about them because they pissed me off so much. They just, the house was a mess. Those of you who were here for that, you know, I talked about it when it was happening. But one of the last things she said to me was, you're going to have so much fun here. And I'm like, what is she talking about? I don't want fun. I don't want to talk to people. There needs to be no fun happening. And what she meant was there's always something going on. There's always, we also have a Luna moth out in the tree. We also have that cocoon is big, a big Luna moth cocoon in the tree. I mean, I have to go outside daily just to check the happenings, just to see what's the what with all of the animals and the woodland critters and the raccoons stealing melons and my vegetable garden growing, which is probably flooded and washed away now. I'm taking care of it forever. And now it's probably like ruined from the rain. But then the squirrels and the birds and the cats there's so many cats outside, as you can imagine. But there's always something happening here. And between that and all the people and, whatever's going on the holidays, it's turning into a fun place to live, which is nice. That's nice. So anyways, I'll leave you all with just, all of that chitter chatter, all of the talk, all of the things, because I know some of you do like it. A lot of people don't watch to the very end. They don't want to listen to the chitter chatter, and that's fine. But some of you are like, yeah, it's like hanging out with a friend, and I feel that way too. Some of you, I feel like some of you, if you approach me in a grocery store, if you figured out who I was and you approached me, I would probably know who you were too. Some of you, I feel like I know you that well, and that's a nice feeling. So, because again, I always tell you guys, this is the nicest scratcher channel on YouTube. I have the best subscribers. Everyone, I have hung out in the chat rooms of some of the other ones and not said that I'm there. Holy moly, are people shitheads. Whoa, it's like, who are the, and then I look and I'm like, I don't even know any of these people. None of these people hang out on my channel. Thank goodness. Because my viewers, my subscribers are the best. You guys are the nicest ones out there. And I try to reciprocate as best I can. Sometimes even when I'm really busy, if I see a comment come through that is urgent in nature, and I do get some, or I feel like somebody really needs me to respond quickly, I do. And I hope that you all feel that I actually care about my subscribers, and I care that you're out there, and it's crazy to me that people are out there listening. And I appreciate that. I really do. So we're just going to go with all of that. Just all of those good things that weren't really supposed to be good things and ended up being like a whole discussion to myself. But I appreciate you, and I appreciate the life I've been given, and some days are just better than others, but today I can see again because my eyes are done being dilated, and that's a good thing. So, yep, and the rain, it looks like the rain's stopping. That's a good thing too. We're just going to run with it. Roll with it, baby. We're going to run with it though. So I want you all to have a really good day. It is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, thank goodness. And I will see you tomorrow. If you hung in there, thanks so much for watching, and comment squirrel. Squirrels. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.